right, everybody. Hello there, and welcome to another day of streaming and excitement, and me wearing a green shirt. Now, I didn't do it deliberately, but I was like, I'm gonna wear this shirt because I love Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and I played a little bit yesterday, and then I was like, oh shoot, I have a green screen. Oh well, I'll just be partially clothed. Here we go. Much better. Oh, wow. Oh, move the mic closer. Rev is here. Hi, Rev. And 92 months. 92 months for Rev. I don't know what's more surprising, the fact that I've been doing this for 7.5 years, or the fact that Rev's put up with me for 7.5 years. I personally think that the latter is much more impressive. But maybe that's just me. So I'm really excited because we're back with Suikoden 2, and we are very nearly ready to get our personal headquarters. So I'm very looking forward to that. There's cheese at the end. I feel like Rev's alleged cheese is similar to the alleged cake of Portal. Just saying. They seem to have many parallels. Speaking of cake, we got cake the other day. We were celebrating Thursday. Because it was Thursday. We originally wanted to get cupcakes, but they didn't have any cupcakes, so we got a big cake. And we were like, yay, Thursday! So that was fun. Ate cake. And then everyone clapped. No, nobody clapped, but we did actually eat cake. Hang on one second. I was going to do something that seemed important at the time, and now I don't remember what was it. Oh, right! I remember. Sorry, I gotta open up my thing here. So this being a game that famously was in the mid-90s and a not deep RPG, but a relatively complex and long RPG, meant that it was very difficult if you didn't know what you were doing or where you needed to go. And thus, we need to have a little thing that tells us where we need to go. So that's kind of where I'm at. Now what we're hoping for is that we'll be able to actually successfully do what we need to get done, and we won't screw up the way that we did last time. We shouldn't screw up the way we did last time, because everything seems to be... Ooh, chocolate chip cookies. Yum! That sounds delicious. Now, is that going to be like your standard chocolate chip cookies? Or is that going to be like, or are you doing like raisin choco, or not raisin, but oatmeal chocolate? So help me, if you make raisin chocolate chip cookies, I will kill you. Okay, peanut butter chips, too. Hey, it's Boat. Thanks, game! Is this barrel? Oh, wooden crate. Dang. Ooh, watch streak! Nice. No, that sounds delicious. I love cookies. Cookies are amazing. I should disallow myself from eating cookies. Unhealthy deliciousness that I love so much. But I can't be doing that. Alright, So these three are the circus folk. But incidentally, Rev, I hope that you had a good, not only this week, but the last couple of weeks, since I wasn't able to play last week. It was definitely an interesting couple of weeks for me. I mean, I got super sick last week, which is why I wasn't able to play. But it was pretty rough. Let me see. So we need to go to South Point. So this is actually a pretty big tell for us, because we should be able to see a potentially or a recruitable character, but we can't really do anything with him right now. Again, hopefully. Oh, nice! See, frozen cookie dough is such a smart thing, Rev. I should totally do it. Mr. Bear. Progressive 2016's Hope for the US. Oh, man. That sounds like an interesting party, though, Matter. 6 cookies available a week. It has been a long time, Matter, but it's great to see you. It's good to have you back. I was just saying it's been a crazy couple of weeks, because I got super sick last week, and it's been an absolute whirlwind this week. We've had a whole bunch of stuff going on. It's been insane. We actually just yesterday, I think, we started a fundraiser, and it's a massive mountain to climb to try and get a service dog. But we're doing our best. So we'll see how that goes. And doing all sorts of stuff with work and helping kiddo with school and whatnot. It's been absolutely insane. But you went to Ireland? Ireland is so awesome. Where did you go in Ireland? Yes! Okay, good. That's awesome. Because Clive should be there. That is most excellent. Let's see if there's anything we can do here in the item thing. So in part, I'm going to all of the item shops because I just want to make sure that I'm able to get all of the various items that are needed, because the way this game works is once I start getting people that are able to stay in my headquarters, once I get the headquarters, we will be able to we'll have our own internal shops and stuff. And basically going to all of these things populates said shops. So, fun stuff. See, I don't know if I should really deck out these folks. There's just not much I can do here. And only having 14,000 pockets. So I didn't link the fundraiser in the Discord because I just wasn't sure about it and how much I should basically send it out. But I can definitely share it. It's a really good thing for us to have. All right, 1 second. Let me go ahead and deal with this new thing. And then afterwards, I need to go to in. Well, actually, we can do attachment. There we go. Okay. Alright, stuff gonna happen. Talk, talk, talk. Everyone's fine. So our previous headquarters burned down, and now we need a new headquarters, and that means that we have to talk with the mayor, try to get on the good side, and do all this kind of stuff. So we'll see. It'll all be good. What was I thinking of? I was thinking of something, and now I forgot what it was. It seemed important at the time. I needed to bugger. Hang on 1 second. Or my GERD. Because I was thinking about all the stuff that I did this week. We did the fundraiser, we got the fundraiser. We got way too much that we're trying to get. Previously did fundraisers. They work pretty well. Work. So much work. Matter is here, which is very exciting. I failed. Like I said, it's been an absolutely insane couple of weeks. I barely remember what all is going on. Also, it's already March. I don't know if y'all knew, but it's March. Like, what the fudge? Alright, so now we gotta go to North Window to figure out why these girls were disappearing, and we get to maybe possibly theoretically meet an old friend of ours. Again, maybe, possibly, theoretically. Most likely not, though, because that wouldn't make sense for people to be here from the previous game. The good news is that we are almost to the point where we had to restart. Hey, fancy stained glass. Oh, this aesthetic looks familiar. It's very gothic. Dang, look at that sweet animation. Oh dear. He's the Lord of Necks. So now we need to go and get a special sword so that we can fight the Lord of Necks. Long story. But long story short, The sword is sort of kind of a friend of ours. And because it's sort of kind of a friend of ours, we can deal. And the sword is more or less willing to help us out. It's complicated. But it's also exciting. I was thinking about overworld travel. That was something I had mentioned before. My annoyance in overworld travel. It's like, oh, we need to be there in 3 days. But then it takes who knows how long to do overworld travel. Definitely not evil sword. Exactly! 100% not an evil sword. How is it that a sword can be evil? That doesn't make any sense. It's a sword. A sword is just a sword. Oh, spooky! Something tells me they don't actually want me going into North Window. I wonder why. I may have skipped a step. And so now we gotta head all the way back down south, which is probably going to take us a week. Because overworld travel. Oh, I remember what I was going to say, because I was thinking about RPGs and stuff. And that is that a couple days ago, I finished Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I've been playing it for several months. And I finally finished it. Turns out that the place where I had paused was literally right before the final boss. And I had been semi-arbitrarily leveling up so much that I absolutely destroyed said final boss. Like, just not even a question. It was pretty awesome. Incidentally, it's a very cool game for anybody who hasn't played it. I personally really enjoyed it. I thought it was very cool. Definitely esoteric, a little bit off, a little bit odd, but very, very cool. Aww. Okay, there we go. Now we can actually go to North Window. We still need our friend Bear Man. Or Victor, whatever you want to call him. He's friends with the sword. Also, speaking of other video games, or new-ish video games, I know Slay the Spire 2 came out in early access, I think yesterday. And I really want to play it. Fortunately, I can't afford it. But it's got amazing reviews already. You know what, though? I always think when a new game is released like that, you're always going to have very heavily weighted positive reviews, typically, because early adopters are generally going to give favorable reviews, even in something that's not so great. Although, I guess that didn't really happen with Cyberpunk. Oh, Cyberpunk. It was so mid! Now it's much better, though, so that's good. Alright, now we're back in North Window, because we're actually supposed to be here now. Oh no, Necklord! Necklord, no! Dun dun dun! Drama! Ah! Danny's gonna take you out. This is smart, right? I feel like this is a very, very smart thing to do. Gonna fight the evil dragon lord dude, or the evil vampire lord dude who has, you know, Palpatine type attacks. Seriously though, purple lightning? Oh, the Celestial Sword! Manifestation of the nightmare. You know, you have to appreciate an evil vampire lord person who is willing to, you know, just kind of hang out only slightly north of his only weakness. It just makes it so convenient, you know? It's so useful. Because our friend Necklord was literally like, hey, there's this sword that's hanging out at the Cave of the Wind that could kill me. And it's the only thing that could kill me. I'll live a couple miles away. That seems right. Oh, Victor and the Celestial Sword. So great. Should be able to get through this relatively. One thing that I'm kind of disappointed about right now is that I don't have the since I no longer have Jowry, I am not able to do my multiple attack. Or like my... See, this! I'm not able to attack everybody. Because I only had one attack that was capable of doing it. I feel like I have made a poor decision in not going through and doing the equipment that I should have done. But we'll see. I'll make it work. Especially since I used up all my spell slots. Because spell slots are a thing in this game. I feel like the entirety of this cave is going to end poorly. My reasoning being very simple, in that I have nothing. Nothing available. For starting a fire? What? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to do some stuff real quick. This will be interesting, seeing if we're actually able to do stuff. Let me see. Now, obviously, we are hopefully going to be able to do this relatively quickly. But I do want to try and get some of the available pickups. Incidentally, anybody doing anything fun this weekend? I'm personally not. And I like it that way. And it kind of sucks because we are doing the daylight savings bullcrap this weekend. Which means that I get to lose an hour of sleep. Hooray! Isn't the grind the best thing in the world? No, we're sitting here, it's like work, 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 work. Do the work, do the stuff, get the work. So great. Wonderful. This will probably wrap around the treasure chest. Just remember, kids, you're born, you work, you die. That's basically how it is. I feel like I should be able to get something from these things. They're just crazy. Hey, old guy. Really should have been smarter about this. But being smart is not my forte, as they say. Ah. See, Rev, you get it. Why would I change my tactics now and, like, do something intelligent? My goal is to keep the enemies on their toes, see? Because if even I don't know what's coming, there's no way that they're gonna know. See how that is? See how that is? Pretty smart, huh? Increases prot. Is that protein? Did I increase my protein? I wonder if creatine exists in the Suikoden world. Or at least pre-workout. Got those crazy gym bros that like snort lines of pre-workout. Insane. I do not miss going to gyms at college campuses. And that is a very large reason. Absolutely insane. And I've said it before, I'll say it again now. I really do appreciate the fact that this has an optimized feature for the equipment, because otherwise it's just a biatch and a half to try and figure out what you should give all the people. Field Marshal Franz Conrad von Hotstorff? Why change strategies when the troops are wrong? I mean, this obviously, why would I? But see, Rev, now I have to look that up because I don't know who that is. The Marley family. The doppelganger's secret. Oh, it wasn't the true Neck Lord. Austro-Hungarian forces in World War I. Okay. I mean, I'm familiar. Vaguely, at least. I don't know what kind of stupid thing he did, but I'm sure that it was very intelligent because leaders always know better than the people they lead. This is leadership 101. Don't listen to people who have been doing things for like 20 years. Khan! We kind of had to, right? Yeah, see, they did so well the Empire collapsed. That was the point, right? It's kind of like when what's his name, Nero? I think it was Nero, who was talking about, you know, look at how great and bright Rome is tonight. This is wonderful. I've never seen it so pretty. Hey, look, a sword! Aw, a sword doesn't want to talk. Eh. Overgrown butter knife. Wait, which Empire? The Star Wars Empire? Because we all know that the Star Wars Empire was amazing. And their tireless, fearless leader somehow returned. On account of the needs of the Empire. Very important. Alright, Khan. Let's see what you got. Remember, kids, this is us being smart. Oh, okay. The successor to the Holy Roman Empire. Got it. My history brain is not so good, unfortunately. I wish it were. I wish it were better, but I'm not so smart. I wonder if we're actually going to be able to beat this guy. Because I don't have nearly as many healing things as I really should. On account of hopefully this doesn't. Just sitting here, all I can do is just regular attacks. Hey, look, I did it! I'm amazing. Mercy, O powerful deity! Stay your wrath! Austria-Hungary started World War I and got absolutely destroyed, mostly because of the Field Marshal Franz Conrad von Holzdorf was at best income. The only other excuse for how bad he was is that he was a traitor. Dang. That is such a sad legacy to leave. You were so terrible that best case scenario, you were a traitor. Man, that's sad. The almighty celestial sword. Hooray! Can we take a nap first? I feel like we should take a nap before we do anything else. Just a really quick... I'm gonna head back over here before I go back to North. One thing they don't tell you about is the fact that you need to sleep. And unlike modern games, they don't heal you up after the big boss fights. I don't trust that Victor is going to stay with me, so I don't really want to upgrade his stuff. Does that make me a bad person? I feel like it kind of makes me a bad person. But I don't care, because I just want to make sure that I get what's worthwhile. Especially seeing as how Jowry betrayed everybody and killed the lady, and he took all of his equipment with him. I spent so much money. There are better reasons why? Like what, Rev? I don't believe you. I don't believe that there's ever better reasons. See, now we're smart because we healed. We're super cool. Alright, here we go. Now we get to face off. Oh, there's the thing. I want to get that thing. Stone of magic protection. I'm by and large a good person. I mean, you know, considering the state of the world, I feel like that's a really low bar. Don't get me wrong, I very much appreciate it. It's just... it feels like such a low bar. I think I forgot something because last time I was here I forgot a thing. I'm now going back to... And you know, I think that in general, as a society, as people, we genuinely try to be good. I believe that's a fair statement. Yeah, it's not a great look right now with the with the whole like like, oh hey, now it's okay to actually openly express my innermost thoughts and feelings. It is wonderful. Yeah. Hey. Death magic. I want death magic. That sounds cool. I think the obvious thing here. And see, this feels apropos because I'm wearing my Legend of Zelda Link to the Past shirt, and I started a new game yesterday, my cartridge. You know, there's just something about retro games on a cartridge that just feels right. See, this is one of those weird things where if you don't know exactly what you're supposed to do, and you're going to miss a bunch. Ooh! Let's see. You know what though, Rev? We see all of the terrible stuff that's going on in the world, but we can just sit here and play Suikoden. I feel like that's pretty good, at least. You know, could be worse. Me. Now again, like I'm sitting here, I'm doing this with the folks because I don't know how long they're going to be in my party, and I don't want to give them all my good stuff. Basically. Because if I give them all my good stuff, then I may not be able to get it back. So the good news is that we should be able to finish up with perfect timing. Because we should be able to clear out Necklord here. And we should be able to finish up the stuff. And we should be able to get this as our HQ, which is wonderful. Oh dear! You son of... Don't do it, Victor! She's fake! Don't do it! Slash that bitch! Cut her head off! Yeah! Dang it, Necklord. Look at that ugly thing. It looks like the what's it called out of Stranger Things. So we're basically going to be doing the same stuff we did before. Against the, what was it? Was it the sword? It was the sword. We basically have our vampire hunter guy. Hopefully. Rude! I think we should be okay. I believe we've got enough healing. Don't know exactly how much it has. Should be. I love that one of his powers is not freed! Ha ha! He did it! Go us! And what did I say? Good stopping point. So we saw disappearances, we gotta go back to South Window, blah 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 blah. Alright, so this guy is going away. Yay! South window? No! South window is where I started earlier today, when I went and saw the very mysterious Clive. Hey look, now we have headquarters. Oh, Flick, what did you do? What? Why don't we have good chances against an entire army? I feel like we're in good shape. Yay, strategy! Shoot. Hooray! We've got the stuff we need to do. Booga booga! From a legal perspective, I am required to take Mukumo. Just FYI. I'm afraid that is simply how it is. Alright, so let me go and find... Hey, look, save. I'm not going to rely on the autosave, though, because it does that. Actually, let me see if it'll let me sleep. Bookcase! Yes, thank you so much. Okay. The good news is that we're almost at the stage where we can store stuff again. It's been so long. Alright, there we go. Boom! We have finished. We have reached a really good stopping point. We did what we needed to do, and we're basically back at the point that we were at before. So that's good. Well, I say before, like way long before. We're about to go into a pretty big rush of recruiting a bunch of people. So it should be fun. But that said, I hope that you all had a good time. I hope that you all appreciated it. But yeah, yes, tomorrow, D&D. I'm excited. Should be fun. I love D&D. It's gonna be awesome. For the time being, everybody take care. Hope you have a good week. I will be in. I should be in next week, and I'll most likely be sharing the fundraising link in Discord as well. It's again, we've got a mountain to climb, so it will take time, but we will see. So that said, thank you all so much. Take care, and hope you have a good weekend. So bye bye.